This is Stephanie from statisticshowto.com, and in this video I'll show you how to construct a confidence interval with a t-distribution. I have a sample problem here. We're being asked to construct a 98% confidence interval based on a set of data. This is the formula we're going to use. It's x bar plus or minus the t-score, and I'll show you how to find that in a moment, multiplied by s, that's the standard deviation of a sample, divided by the square root of n. N is the number of items in our sample. First we need to know the sample mean, that's our x bar. If we add all of these up and then divide by 10, we get a mean of 71. And the standard deviation for the data, I'm not going to go into how to find a standard deviation in this video, but if you'd like to click the link showing on screen, it will take you to an article explaining how to find the standard deviation and also a standard deviation calculator. The standard deviation for this particular sample is 18.172. So we've found our S and we found our X bar. Next we want to find this t-score. We need a couple of steps to find the t-score. The first is we need to find the degrees of freedom. Let's see, I'll just write t-score here. So to find the degrees of freedom, we subtract 1 from our sample size. We have 10 numbers in our sample. If I subtract 1, I get 9. The second step we need to find the t-score is we need to subtract the confidence level from 1. There's 98%, so if I subtract 0.98, then I want to divide this number by 2. That gives us the alpha level. I get 0.01. I need these two numbers to look up the t-score in the t-distribution table. So I'm looking for degrees of freedom of 9 and an alpha level of 0.01. Here's my alpha level, 0.01, and if I look down to 9 degrees of freedom, here's the degrees of freedom in this column, I get 2.821. So my t-score is 2.821. Now we have everything we need for the formula. I'm actually going to work this part of the formula here, this t times s divided by the square root of n. So I've got t times s, the square root of n. That gives me 2.821. That's my t-score, multiplied by s, 18.172, divided by the square root of 10. And I'm going to figure this out on a calculator. That comes out to 16.22075. Now the confidence interval tells us to take the mean and plus or minus this figure. So I'm going to take the mean 71 and I'm going to subtract 16.22075. And separately, I'm also going to add 16.22075. So this is our plus or minus. And 71 minus 16.22075 is 54.77925. And if I add this number to 71, I get 87.22075. This is the lower level for the confidence interval, and this is the upper level for the confidence interval. That's how to find a confidence interval with a t-distribution. Check us out at statisticshowto.com for more articles and videos on everything elementary statistics.